Leonard gets the one with the fucking dog drool on it. The other side. All right, welcome back, Hamberg.
Thank you, guys. It's nice to be back.
It's an honor to be here, Hamberg.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
What did you just say?
I said it's an honor for you to be here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And to meet Big Lenny again is an honor for me.
You're definitely one of the Misfits.
Thank you, Lenny.
If I were to vote, I would definitely.
You're one of our family members.
And you brought your daughter for us to share. That's very nice of you.
Yeah. Lenny likes Italian girls like Christina Broccolini. So I thinking, why not bring my daughter who is...
I'm not Italian.
Yeah, you are a half Turkish Swedish girl, so...
You have a very classy air about you.
Yeah?
That a lot of the girls here don't have. You know, you seem confident, Shears. A lot of girls are fidgety. You know, they have a tendency to ramble and blabble. And you use your words carefully, so that's a very impressive trait.
Thank you. I'm her father, so I also say thank you to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It comes from the father.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you
Not
raise-
the mother.
That's how you raise your kids these days to come out good. That's how you raise them.
Well, no
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know.
What a profound fucking statement.
They get how they want to get these days, so yeah. But I love my daughter, Hannah.
came out
so,
great.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. A father and her daughter going away together on a vacation.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You don't hear about that much. Not much at all.
No. Not in this age. My daughter Hannah is now 23 years old in August, and I got 43 yesterday. So
Happy belated, by the way.
yeah, thank
Wow.
you guys.
Yeah.
But
Your birthday present was treating Jason to dinner.
Yeah, it was sick. It was pissed.
And I told
Yeah,
everybody
he
when
leaves
we
without even
leaving.
saying thank you.
I said
Fucking
thank
ungrateful
no,
cocksucker
I said
that you
thank
are.
You to him.
You got to talk to him.
I said thank you to you.
Yeah, you did.
When?
No.
Today?
1 hour ago.
Yeah. And he had to tell you to say thank you, right?
I said thank you to him all
Yeah.
around.
You just eat and run.
I was sick last night.
Actually, he didn't pay for you. Next time you go to Brews, they're going to make you wash dishes. He didn't.
Hopefully he does a better job there than he does at his house.
Yeah, no shit.
Bruiser,
Look, he's getting nervous. He thinks
Bruiser was going to have maggots growing.
Jason, we had a trade. Why don't you mop my floor and I'll wash your dishes? Because I wash dishes. How's
Guys,
that?
did you read the New York Times yesterday?
Never read it in my life. Never heard of
This is
her.
a good thing because the servers at AdBlock got full because Jason's ads on YouTube. The servers was on AdBlock's servers got broke. Do you understand, Jason?
No, I don't.
Yeah. After all your ads, AdBlock servers got down.
Don't talk about that, please. Don't talk about that.
I just kidding, Jason.
I know.
Yeah.
Why not?
You're pissing me off.
Yeah, you look really
Jason, I
pissed.
thought this was an open forum. Anything goes.
You piss me off. You're gonna make me mad, blow up, and get road rage. You don't think you want to see me turn into the Incredible Hulk?
That we want to see,
You
Jason.
want to see? You want to see me piss and break the mic,
Yeah, and then we'll break your head.
and then I'll blow up even more.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get that dog after you in a minute.
Imagine that.
He's gonna
The
turn
dog-
into the Hulk because you're talking about
The dog
ads.
starts fighting Jason.
How
He
about not
turns
putting
into the
100
Hulk
ads in each
and
video?
crushes the dog and kills
Stop
it.
fucking talking about this shit, please.
We're gonna keep doing it till because we get bothered by it too. Tell Jason with the fucking ads. 8 ads in a 30-minute video.
So fucking, they can fucking go fucking blow weed.
Jason, that's
Jason, what?
Blow a fucking weed, those fucking haters.
Blow a what?
Blow a weed.
What does that mean?
That a
Blow a
Freudian
weed,
slip.
blows a kite, bitch.
Jason, the trolls is not here. They are in there.
There. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So it's been 2 weeks. Had a 4th of July. We watched Cormier and Stipe. Fat Cormier won. And then of course Brock Lesnar came back in because they need to sell more pay-per-views.
That's the thing I don't like. you have a Swedish guy called named Alexander Gustafsson.
Yeah.
He is the number 1 ranked in light heavyweight for over 3 or 4 years.
It's the money, honey. It's not a
What?
money fight.
That's right.
It's not a money fight.
I don't like UFC anymore. It's going down the drain. It's like a circus.
It's getting watered down.
What's going to get a bigger pay-per-view draw? Cormier against Brock Lesnar or Cormier against Gustafsson Part 2?
I promise you.
That's all about.
No. Maybe in US, Brock Lesnar is big because he was a wrestler. You get big money in US. But think, UFC is not only a US sport, it's international today. It's China, it's Europe, it's Australia, it's everywhere. So Alexander Gustafsson, if you remember the match, I think
It was a great fight.
one of the best fights ever in light heavyweight. If you do it again, part 2, it's bigger than the fucking cookie cutter Brock Lesnar.
Cormier doesn't want it. Doesn't want it.
No, because he have to go to the hospital after the fight, I think. Did he go to the hospital?
Who?
Cormier, after the fight?
I think they always do as precaution, right?
Yeah, I think they have to no matter what.
Yeah, it was the Jones, when Jones, what's the name?
John Jones?
Yeah, he got to the hospital after it really damaged.
It's too bad he's an idiot.
Yeah. Do you like UFC, Lenny?
Yes, but I'm not a cookie cutter fan of it. If I want to watch something, I'll watch it. But, you know, to truth, no offense to small guys like, I won't mention any names, but I do not like seeing guys under 200 pounds fight.
You want the big ones when they
Right.
fall like
But
stocks.
those
Hey,
are some of the best, though.
Just like Brad said,
little guys beat the
who
fuck out
sells?
of
The big guy, Brock.
Yeah, but
They're also some of the worst. That last heavyweight fight was an abomination.
Oh, yeah, the fuck.
What, Derek Lewis against, what was the other guy's name? Can't remember, that big African mother effer.
Yeah, well.
but the best fight is in light heavyweight, I think.
205.
Yeah, the heavyweight is, bang, one
Francis
up, one
Ngannou,
hit.
that's right.
I've noticed most men like to watch fights that are in their own weight class and try to see themselves, pattern themselves after that. Not in real life, but
But do you guys remember the first it's called Ultimate Fighting Championship?
Oh, yeah.
In the beginning, when there was a Karate Kid against a sumo wrestler and ninjas.
There were no weight classes.
Yeah, and tooth is flying through the rings everywhere. That was the best time.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then all the cookie cutters jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And that's why you have watered down events.
And tap out shirts and everything.
Yeah, Affliction.
Didn't Hoist Gracie armbar Akibono, the sumo wrestler? You can look it up on YouTube.
Yes, he did. And the
He
Russian.
must have outweighed him by about 400 pounds. He won.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they would fight multiple times in one night.
Right. 10-minute rounds, too, I think. In Pride, if I'm not mistaken. I think they had 10-minute rounds.
The first guy who beat Josh Gracie was
Matt Hughes. Matt Hughes submitted him.
Yeah, maybe it was him. But
Boy, he pounded him out, ground and pound.
UFC was good then.
I know.
He was on
and the Brazilian guy is still fighting today.
It's still good. There's a lot of good fighters.
And then again, you're looking at
every event. If somebody gets hurt,
when they start testing blood for PEDs,
Yeah.
there goes the quality of the sport. You can't
absolutely.
backtrack.
Jones getting caught for 2
Yeah,
pills
or
of
something.
turinabol. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just 2 hours before the fight, he took him. It's not positive. He don't getting any benefits from it. It
You
must
ever
go
tried
weeks.
Tunnel
Yeah.
How is it?
I heard it's D-ball without so much water retention.
It's
good.
You just said you tried it. And
Yeah.
you're here. What would it do to you?
I don't know, when you're taking so much stuff and you're...
But taking it 1 hour before the fight is not benefit to you.
It can.
Can it? Yeah.
I think you're better off doing something for aggression, like check drops, some my bull around back in the day, or maybe a test suspension. Yeah.
Is that the fast acting one that you guys that you had that one?
Really fast, yeah, it's really fast act. 10 minutes just in my bag.
But the best thing to get strong in a fight must be anadrol.
Now you're going to get winded because of the red blood cell counts. You get unnecessary weight, water retention.
Halotestin and suspension are probably your two best bets.
Look at what's this, Mike Tyson. I have heard of her. That's what his star rise was as a teenager, was halotestin.
Okay.
And I enjoy looking at his fights all the time on YouTube. As a teenager
great,
coming
yeah.
out.
Let's see what Google says about halotestin.
Plus, he had a white trainer.
Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Customato.
With a disease like multiple sclerosis or something. He's the trainer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Good trainer.
And he was like a father to him that he
Yeah,
never had.
yeah.
As soon as Customato died, that's when Tyson's whole being became derailed.
Yeah, all those negative influences.
Yep.
Of the you-know-whos, I won't mention any type of names or anything, but when did they ever add a positive influence?
Mr. Don King. He had a house in Delray. I think he might.
Yeah,
still.
Jason had a video with Don
Yeah.
King.
Yeah. Was that really
that?
Don King when you and your mother?
Yeah, and your mother thought it was Martin Luther King.
Yeah. Was that him?
I loved
Yeah,
your
there's a
speech.
video
I
of it.
have a dream.
Yeah, I saw it,
She
but
said
I
that to
think
him.
that's not
He just
him.
laughed it off.
Absolutely, that
You
was
could
Don
obviously
King. Oh,
tell
yeah.
they were fucking.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, Nate Figgs and Jane Genova, they know their history.
Jesus.
Couple of historians.
But
Mr. Martin Luther King, my mom says.
but Don King killed a person. He shot a person. He must have been in jail for a couple of years.
You got money.
I think it was manslaughter.
Yeah?
I think he got convicted of manslaughter, not
Yeah.
murder. I don't remember.
Hey, sometimes you have to do what you have to
Ray
do.
Lewis.
Just don't get, yeah. But
Ray Lewis didn't get convicted of manslaughter, though. He basically walked.
Yeah, sure did. And then he became.
And then he does
I'm
his-
Christian.
then he does this little cookie cutter dance
Christian, yeah.
before he gets on the
Use that
field.
shit when it's convenient. Fuck
What
yeah.
I want to know is, back in the 80s, you look at a lot of your football players black, and nobody was barking. They were professional men in interviews. They knew how to talk. Leroy Selman. They were ferocious game players. And,
Lester Hayes.
right, they all knew how to speak.
He did speak very well.
Well, that may have been an exception.
Is this NFL?
Raiders team.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the 80s.
Yeah. But, you know, you look at other guys, they're pretty articulate. They weren't barking. They weren't, even, white guys, this woof woof and all that stuff, jumping around after you make a tackle, you make a catch, you make a touchdown, the celebrations.
You should be allowed to celebrate, though. Who gives a
I
shit?
just think it's so cookie cutter.
Now
It's
they
a game. They're playing a fucking game.
Yeah,
Why
but the
can't
thing
you
is,
It's not a
just
game, it's a
celebrate?
business.
now they do it after they get a first down.
Yeah, that's a little
You
ridiculous.
know, give me a break. They'll point and come on.
I don't know. I just miss watching the old footage where somebody make a tackle, you get back up and you get back in the huddle and don't waste any energy and focus.
Well, that's coaching.
Yeah.
When is the league starting this year? Is it in September?
Training camp is in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brad, you got high hopes for your Miami Dolphins?
No, I don't have it. I never have any high hopes for that fucking team.
Ryan Tannehill's back.
So what?
Can I ask you guys, what are your favorite teams? Number one, Andrew in NFL.
New York Giants.
Lenny.
I begrudgingly say Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't like the direction it's been going. They could have had 2 or 3 Super Bowls. They could have been the top team in the AFC, but they let New England go in and eat their lunch every year. Yeah. And who's their coach? Figure it out. Figure out the history behind it. The Rooney Rule.
Rudy Roll. What's
don't think
that?
The owner of the Rooney families who've owned the Steelers since 1933.
Are you talking about the rule where if a NFL team has a coaching vacancy, they're required to interview at least one black candidate, no matter what?
Basically,
yes,
yeah.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although I think it's minority, so
Which is actually
Are you gonna-
Pretty soon it'll be a woman.
do they?
it's
yeah.
actually-
You'll have to interview a woman too.
Well, they're pushing it. I mean, every minority, they say, well, you're going to go to India and recruit for a coach. You're going to go to
But if anything,
New Zealand. You're
it-
going to go all over the world.
That's
It makes no
just,
sense.
it's totally patronizing. Because what if you have absolutely no intent in hiring the black candidate, but you just have to interview him
just
to fulfill your obligation?
How does that make them feel?
Right.
Yeah.
It's insulting.
Yeah.
And look at our
absolutely.
running back, Le'Veon Bell. What did he turn down? A $70 million contract over 5 years, and he's getting older.
Yeah.
Turned it down. He's get $6 million more than the top back that ever lived. $6 million more.
And he was getting what? He was going to get 33 guaranteed.
He
or something?
wants,
Like fast cars.
yeah, $17 million a year. $17 million a year he wants.
Jesus.
Are you kidding me?
We have a team in Sweden who I love, but I don't watch them, but I love them because they think they can play football. They are good in the Nordic. They call the Karlstad Crusaders.
You didn't ask Jason what his favorite team is.
Yeah.
favorite
So what's your
NFL team?
favorite team?
Underrated, never win the Super Bowl in years. Green Bay Packers.
They just
Haven't
won
won
it.
a Super Bowl in
Underrated.
years, huh?
Why the
They
Green Bay?
won with-
That's
in
way
two-
out of left
They
field.
beat the Steelers like
Yeah.
8 years ago, 9 years ago.
I just like them.
Name 2 players.
From the old day?
No, from now, the Green
I
Bay
don't
Packers.
know. What
Okay.
about from the old Brett Favre.
Never heard of her.
Anyone else?
Aaron Singerman.
Aaron Singerman. Is that the Redcon one?
Yeah.
P.A. Brown, is he a football player?
He says he was.
But there's the quarterback of Green Bay. Isn't it?
Yeah. Lou, what's your favorite team in NFL? As a football player yourself?
As of this year,
Yeah.
I'm hanging up the red, white, and blue. I'm saying goodbye to the New York Giants because I cannot tolerate the decisions that organization makes any longer. And because Chucky's back, I'm going to start waving black and silver and become a Raiders fan.
Nice.
Don't you Florida have an NFL team?
2 of them, actually.
Yeah, why don't you like
3 of
them?
them.
3.
3 of them.
No, my bad. 3. You're right.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Brad, don't you?
And the Jacksonville
favorite team?
Jaguars.
I like the
Jacksonville
Dolphins.
Jaguars and the Miami
Unfortunately, I
Dolphins
was
who
raised
haven't
a
won
Dolphins
shit in
fan.
years.
Yeah.
It is
Isn't
what it
that
is.
Florida?
Miami
Miami.
Dolphins haven't won shit in years, Brad.
No shit, Jason.
I know.
Who cares?
They're crying.
I'm not one of those emotional fan addicts that want to start a fight over my team didn't win. Who gives a shit?
Miami Dolphins suck.
That's so fucking
Like
dumb.
I said, you walk in a
Those are
locker
fun.
room.
None of those guys are loyal.
You walk
to
in your
shit.
favorite team's locker room for 5 minutes, you'd want to puke.
They're loyal
if you
to
see
money,
what goes
that's all.
on. And you know what I'm talking about. Do I have to name names? Do I have to call people out? Do I have to tell you what goes on in those locker rooms?
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us, please.
Unprofessional, childish behavior.
Go ahead, keep going.
Bad vernacular. People that never don't know how to speak correctly.
They speak like rednecks.
Unprofessionalism.
But they can play football.
Technically, they think they can for a few years until they get that big contract and then they all give up. And there's a lot of guys retiring only because of this CTE scare. Dale Chance almost lost his life. You don't see him retiring. He's coming back next year doing the Ruby.
With
If any of those players had half of the guts that Dale Chance and his middle finger, they would be an all-pro.
In the heart of Jason Genova. I want to change the topic. I don't need to change the topic. Get off.
Yeah, but one thing, Lenny and Lou, you must love NFL football because you've grown up with it.
Sure. But I don't like the way it's been going.
It's in your blood, in a way.
Less and less every year, it's getting diluted.
Yeah, okay.
There's nothing more than the game of football. I love the game of football more than anything when I played the sport. As I've gotten older, up in my 40s and 50s, I don't follow it as much as I used to. You know, I mean,
Okay.
playing the game was you know.
Not as emotionally invested.
Yeah, like when I played the game, I mean that was my first love of my life, man. I love that sport.
You know what? You'll never get those thrills again.
Never again. And that's the worst part. I have
The
dreams about
thrills.
it.
The thrills. What thrills?
That was a great sport.
What do
There's
you mean?
nothing like it. I mean, first of all, you're going to get hurt. Everyone at one point when they're younger thinks, oh, I'm going to quit. I can't do it. But once you overcome and you start getting better, you just become addicted to it.
the camaraderie that goes along with it. I mean, especially like not so much in college for me because I was kind of like when I went to college, I was like a dick. I didn't like a lot of the kids I played with. But when I was in high school, like we were like there was a group of guys both in my junior, even in my sophomore year, junior and senior years. It's like I guess playing football is probably like is probably the next closest thing to going to war. You know what I mean? With the camaraderie that you have to form.
And the girls, women.
The girls?
Yeah.
What about the girls?
If you're more popular you got on the field, you more fucking you got. Yes. It must be something.
I grew up in a small town, and everybody fucked everybody. But
is that the truth also? Women and football. You want to show on the field that you are hard, and you understand what I mean?
I tell you what, I didn't know it'd be hard to be a football player and not get a girl. Put it that way.
Okay.
I was like a small town summer situation. Yeah. The memories. I mean, the
in Pittsburgh.
Oakmont, actually, 8 miles south.
Okay.
When you had to get up, and I'm sure you did 2-a-days back then in the 80s. Yeah. Doing a morning practice, come home tired, and then you got to go back.
Oh yeah.
Seeing guys quit, but you'd stick it out.
Oh yeah.
Some bad days and some great days. Ups, but just sticking it out.
Yeah. I'll never forget. And my freshman year, it was my first year. Going out for the high school team, and it was the first day of practice. We had just finished like a grueling set of calisthenics and agilities and stuff like that, and going through the bags, and high stepping and doing all that stuff. And I was a 156 pound kid. I weighed like 150 pounds my freshman year. I didn't come in shape, and we went through these agilities, and I was dead. I was sucking wind. We hadn't even like started practice. We just warmed up, and they were like, "Freshmen, get the dummies." And like the dummies were as big as the freshmen were, the blocking dummies for the offensive linemen. So all the freshmen, we had to run over and grab a dummy, and I grabbed my dummy and I threw it over my shoulder, and like the offensive linemen, we practiced like way on the other side of the field, so we had to run down to the other side of the field carrying those dummies. And I remember running, and I'm like, fuck this, I want to quit. And I'm running, I'm like, I can't do this. And then I fucking puked orange juice through my fucking face mask. And it was burning. It was so hot, fucking the orange juice, man. And I was just like, and that I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna do this shit, man. I'm gonna fucking do this. And it's like, and it just started to instill like this desire and this wanting to conquer type attitude in my life, and not wanting to not succeed, and not
Did you get a pro?
No, I didn't turn pro. I played in college and high school and college, but I wasn't big enough to be a pro. I want to talk about Sweden and the issues that you guys have with immigration and that kind of stuff. I want to hear about that. That's what I really want to talk about. That's why I interrupted and grabbed the
yeah.
I mean, because I want people to get a taste of reality, what it's really, really like with people from the Middle East moving into the country and what's happening to Sweden.
Ask me everything you want. In April, when I was here, I was afraid to tell the truth, what I really been thinking. But here is the true, uncut.
Can I ask you a question before you start? Why were you afraid to tell the truth? Or why is any Swede afraid to tell the truth?
No, not. Swedes are not afraid to tell the truth at all. This was my first visit here, and I was afraid what the trolls or internet or social media was going to do to me.
I understand.
And everything around it. But
I thought you were afraid of some possible consequences back home.
No.
Okay.
If that happens, just come to my door and I knock you the fuck out.
I love when he curses.
I know.
It's great.
Because we have a freedom of speech in Sweden called democracy. I can't fucking speak.
Have another
Speak
beer.
better than these you-know-whats that live here. Trust me.
He needs a few more beers.
I'm tired today, so I'm not hyped up as last time. Sorry, guys, but that's the truth here today. I'm so tired. not.
When you drink 30 fucking
No,
beers
no.
a day, sleep for
It's
4 hours.
It's the humidity here. It's hot. It's like
We
hell
told
here.
you.
Humidity, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about
we
it.
told you back in April. If you
Yeah.
come here in July, you're going to feel the difference.
Yeah, it's the difference.
Yep.
But I love
Although
it.
Hannah looks
This
fantastic.
is as bad as it gets, though, man. This,
Yeah. But ask me any questions about that.
I want to know, just like, can you like, what's happening? What kind of consequences are happening to your countrymen and the people that live there, and like,
Yeah.
what goes on? What goes on?
When you mean countrymen, you mean all the Swedes who
Yeah, the Swedes, yeah, the
are
Swedes.
born there and living there and work there all their lives.
Yes.
And my grandmothers and fathers and everything. Yes.
Correct.
I've been thinking here. Yeah. For the first thing, you have to know, you have to take care of yourself before you take care of others. If you can't take care of yourself as a family, father or mother, if you are fucked up, you can't take care of your children, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You want to help people in other countries, that's okay. You're bringing them in without watching out what they are backgrounds. You get terrorists in, that's not good. And they go out back in war in Afghanistan or everywhere in the world, these cockholes, and can coming back and get care. And the Swedish knowing this and saying, yeah, we take care of you. We know you've been a terrorist in ISIS. We can take care of you. That I hate.
What was that? What was the hashtag that you were telling me about earlier today? The me whatever it was. The hashtag about not wanting to be raped.
No. Yeah, that me too. That's something I don't really know about.
Jason,
that's
shut up.
That's.
You are Jason. He's trying to talk, and you're just
I don't know about me too. Actually. No, I can't speak about that.
I can talk about it.
She can talk about it in English. But if you want to help people, in the whole a lot, I want to say, if you want to help people, don't bring fucking terrorists to your country to kill your own country.
Why are they doing that? I have
Fuck
my own
them.
theory.
And they know that they're terrorists? Or they
No, they don't know, but-
so they don't do any background checks.
No, yeah.
They let him back in a second
Yeah,
time.
yeah, the second time, yeah.
My theory is there's so much cowardice that they think that these terrorists are going to leave them alone and be kind to them if they're given a welcoming hand, which goes back to the nicer you are to people, sometimes the more they treat you like shit and they'll take advantage of you.
Yeah. Give
But
an inch, they take a mile.
Now we're talking about Sweden, but remember, the first time we saw the terrorists in the international way, you remember the date, place, and everything. New York, 9/11.
It was actually a bombing before that.
Yeah, but this was the international big thing. And everybody, yeah, of course, it's terrifying. What's happening to the world? Why couldn't you defend yourself and everything? But now, Europe got everything of this shit.
Yes, we had a guest on, Dumbo from Germany, and she said basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Is it the European Union?
I hope I can tell all this and not going to jail when I'm coming home. But
That's a shame.
I thought you just said you have
That's-
freedom
that's-
of
If you're
speech in
stating
Sweden.
facts,
That's a crying shame.
You're entitled to your opinion, and if you're stating facts,
If that happens,
We're in the United States anyways.
yeah, I'm going
you don't want to go
don't
back
worry,
there anyway.
we'll call the U.S. Embassy. That's not going to happen.
Instead
I
of,
think Donald Trump is proud of me here.
instead of putting you in jail,
Yes.
maybe they should listen to what you're saying and
Wake
take
the
a look
fuck
at
up.
the situation and say, hey, maybe he's right.
But one thing everybody, listeners, should know: children, women, and men also
Prostitutes.
who need help. We help.
Retards.
I really want to help them, of course, but you have to take care of your own business before you take care of others. That's my point.
Well, I mean, I want to know, like, what kind of harm are they causing to your countrymen? Like, what do they do? I mean, is it like, what do they do?
Yeah.
Is crime up?
You guys must be listening to this. In the US and Donald Trump and everybody, it's not like it's saying over here. We got one terrorist attack in Stockholm, only one, nothing more. Remember that. One in Stockholm who drive a car through a shopping street, but I don't understand all the. It's not so big, but we're taking in much immigrants.
But you're talking about major terrorist attacks. What about things like petty crime?
Rapes and
robberies,
murders,
armed robberies,
arson, and that kind of stuff.
That's have skyrocketed in the last 10 years. Absolutely, all over Sweden.
And what does your government do about it?
Take in more refugees.
Refugees welcome.
They're talking in the media and they're doing this and doing that, and you're a racist and you don't do this and that, and you know it. It's the same here, I think.
I have a different reason why. I don't think they do it why Lenny says they do it. I think they do it just to cause havoc. I think the government is okay with it because they know they're not going to get to the people in the government. They're not going to get to the people that are at that level.
They don't
because they're in their fucking, they're pretty, big homes in their fucking, with their gated communities.
Yeah, they're untouchable. Yeah.
They're all untouchable, but fucking, let's cause havoc and let's cause separation, and you know what I mean? I mean, that's.
But what's the ultimate goal with that?
Exactly.
I mean, the easiest way to lead is, and it's like fucking, it's like politics 101 is fucking, separate and conquer. You fucking cause division, and it's. Yeah.
But I have friends who are from Iran, Iraq, and everything who I like. So it's not against the people. It's against
people in the people.
The extremists.
No, yeah, of course, Lou. But it's how the government and the Sweden do about it. You can't only, come here. Yeah, we bring everybody here. No check background controls. How old are you? I am 16. Yeah, come in. What the fuck? They are 25. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. There's no screening process yet. I understand.
It's like the back to 1500. 1500-talet.
And who started that, though?
It's a weak system. We have always been nice. You have always heard Sweden and all these countries is nice, haven't you?
Finland,
yeah. And when people know you can get to Sweden, you can get money, you can get this and that. What do? If you go to Sweden, right? Yeah. I should do it. Yeah. So I don't blame the people who are coming.
So
no, of course not.
You say that these people commit crimes, they cause trouble, they get thrown out of your country, but then your country lets them back in.
No, not that crime. But I have read about when ISIS terrorists doing things, they can come back and get a second chance. But I don't know. Today, I don't know if this is the same that I read for 2 years ago. But
okay, so and what is the feeling other than yourself in your country? How does everybody else feel about this?
It's a mixed feeling, I think, about the people, because people don't want to talk about it because the racist name coming up.
But you're not what's your I mean, why is it racism? I don't understand why it's racism, because people.
That's your favorite word.
I mean, I don't understand.
Look at our president. He's a fascist. He's a Nazi. He's a this. He's a that.
What are you being racist against?
Andrew should know. You are a Jew.
What?
You are a Jew?
A Jew.
I mean, my last name is, but that's about it.
Yeah,
You ate pork tonight. You ate ribs.
Yeah, man, I eat pork
You don't
tonight.
care about if we talk about this and that. Nobody's racist here.
No.
No.
Nobody's racist anywhere. There's no such thing.
In Italy, there were Nazis. In Germany,
They weren't racist.
Yeah, they were.
They were just trying to improve their country to what they thought was best at the time. Did it get better?
The Third Reich was
No.
really gas out
Well,
the people.
they offered Great Britain. He extended an olive branch. They wanted to stop communism. If Mein Kampf, the book that Hitler wrote when he was imprisoned before he became chancellor, was mainly about the communist takeover in Russia, the Russian Revolution. In 1917, he warned against it. Europe would be like that. He extended an olive branch to Britain. Lloyd George, the prime minister in the 20s and 30s, when Hitler first became chancellor, he'd had him over all the time.
But Hitler
They were talking back and forth and whatever, and then.
But he wanted to delete every people. He took blood samples to erase everybody. Is that true
he was
or
he
fake?
was afraid to exterminate a certain type of which he called Aryans.
Yeah.
And he said the number one Aryan was in fact where Jan. What's it?
Yeah, I know. Who you
Iceland or.
You gotta go?
So. But
I don't. That's not racism though.
Say goodnight to the Sith Lord.
it's not. It's
Good
just
night, Jason.
See you later.
it's just survival.
Hey, they wanted your thoughts on Savage Psycho Joe before you go.
All right, my thoughts on him?
Yeah.
He's a real weirdo, that guy.
Who is weirdo?
That Psycho Joe guy's just a weird.
405 for 27 or whatever the fuck that clown posted.
Yeah. He's worse than you. You sure he's not your cousin?
He's a long lost cousin.
Long lost cousin. All right, continue.
Well, I've been
Sorry.
called racist. I read the comments. The word doesn't mean anything.
But Hitler was he was to.
Hitler had a certain belief, and there was some paranoia involved.
Yeah, he was
But
paranoid.
the fact is, here's where something in history
But he
is.
killed many people. You can't.
He had camps as we had camps, where they put Japanese and Italians. Almost all of those camps were in Poland,
Yeah.
over 90%.
Yeah.
Because they had to go through Poland to invade the Soviet Union. And Poland said, you're not coming in. And they just did the blitzkrieg and went right through it. And all those people were put in camps. If they were death camps, why was everyone skinny at the time? The problem was those camps were out in the woods and there was bombings going on to railways and stuff, and food supplies were cut off.
What
And
about
those people that were interned or imprisoned starved to death.
Where do
Because
you get this information?
it's on the internet.
But this evidence
Everything
about
on the internet is
Auschwitz,
true.
you cannot deny Auschwitz.
Every facility, well, I don't deny it, but I don't believe it happened to that extent.
But you believe
Because
it.
there are actually, I've seen where they've interviewed people in Germany that were Jewish or whatever that did not go to a camp, that lived through World War II,
Why?
that died from the American and German bombings and the fire bombings.
You
in
mean the
Dresden.
bombings did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Germans, the Nazis had Jewish spies. Now, if you look at the time when Israel became a country, that was right after World War II, and they got a lot of international funding. And they started that movement, rightfully or wrongfully, around the turn of the century. Some people call it Zionism, where they take that to an extreme.
When I listen to you, Lenny, I feel like I'm getting brainwashed.
Well, no, I mean, I just well, it's what you weren't told that.
All the things you're saying to me sounds true.
He started this
But
shit. The other day I was at his house.
In the school, they taught me.
Let me tell you something.
No,
France
but-
and England
yeah, sorry.
killed more the Russians in gulags. That's anti-Semitism.
Gulags?
there,
What
yes.
is that?
Well, they obviously didn't teach good history over there too. Where you go to Siberia or whatever, and
Yeah. I know.
tens of millions died. Mao Zedong in the Chinese Revolution killed more than anybody. And then, truthfully, here's Hitler's big crime. The Nazis killed 20 million Russians when they invaded. No, if you look at Michigan Stadium, it's 100,000
20 million?
people. 20 million Russian soldiers, women and children. When they came that close to taking over the whole country.
Yeah.
It's called Operation
Hitler was a
Barbarossa.
terrible man.
Hermann Goring drew up the battle plans for that, where they came in. That's why they developed the Autobahn, so they could send all those weapons, tanks, troop carriers, and the Autobahn still exists to this day, to Russia, because that's what Hitler wrote about in Mein Kampf.
Have you ever heard about the Finnish Winter War
Yeah.
against Russia? My grandfather told me. He was in the...
The Finns sided with the
Yeah,
Nazis.
The Finns was really tough, but they had bad weapon. They had bad equipment to fight. But do you know what they were good at? The cold.
Yeah.
The Russians died like flies.
Well, they were good at the cold too. I mean, they were bringing a lot of people from Siberia towards the end of the war, some real animals.
I mean, like when you really look at all this stuff, and we're talking about war. I mean, I guess everybody, like any country, could be racist against. Like the United States could be considered racist against Middle East. You know what I mean? Because
you know what? Eliminate the word.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a propaganda troublemaker word.
Why did we why from the
Somebody
beginning?
accuse you that you just-
Why did we talk about Hitler from the beginning?
Lenny always wants to go back to Hitler. The other day when his mother came to, I was at his house the other day doing those cameo shout-outs. His mother came over, and she started fucking with him, asking him about what she thought about Trump with the Putin thing the other day. And he starts going, and of course he brings up Hitler. I'm going to have a stroke.
No.
I'm leaving.
Brad, my mother brought up Hitler.
No,
She brought up Hitler. I said, Trump is a good leader. She goes, that's what they said about Hitler.
And then he's like, yeah, he was.
He was a great leader.
Your mother is from Poland or father?
You know why all those Italian gangsters came? Because Mussolini, he wasn't having it. He kicked them out. You know?
Mussolini.
He kicked them out.
Hey, what did they do to Mussolini?
My grandfather has pictures of it. He was over there.
I guess
They
everybody
hung
can tell
him
what Leonard's
and his-
favorite
and
subject
his
in school
whore
was history.
by their ankles.
Through the streets.
And then beat him into ground meat. After all he did for them. After all he did. I'm just saying, you got to look at history the way it's written and what we're told. And you got to eliminate racism.
But
Because it's not about that, it's about...
how is your how all this info you got, Lenny? Is
Pardon me?
that on all the info you got?
Well, actually, Synthol Mark referred to me a lot of... but all I can say to sum it up is it's a very extensive series. It's called The Greatest Story Never Told. It's factual.
Is that about Jason's bodybuilding career?
Have you read Hitler's book?
Yes,
Mein Kampf?
I've read them. Yeah.
Yeah, is it
it's
good?
very boring. It's
Yeah,
not.
okay.
You know, see Hitler. Some people either he's a worst man that ever lived, and you got a group that say he's the greatest man that ever lived. I just look at what I've learned, the facts, and he's somewhere in the middle. But you got to remember, he had a Jewish physician saved his mother's life when she was given birth, and to this day, until the day he died, the guy lived through Germany after Hitler killed himself. Died in the 60s, and he came out, and they wanted to hush that up, and Hitler would send him money, pay for his, housing and all that for the rest of his life, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
I just kind of found something because I really wanted to just look up the word racism, and there's one thing that really caught my eye in this sentence, and it's at the end, but it says prejudice, discrimination, antagonism directed against someone in a different race based on the belief that one own's race is superior.
Jesus, that's everybody.
I mean, I don't ever go out and think my race is better than that race, so I don't like that person. I don't like a person.
Who does
I don't
that?
Because of the way they act.
Black power.
I know, yeah.
They're the ones doing it.
I don't.
Which I don't care. You can do that all you want.
In the 70s, there were black power.
They're still out there. Black power.
Is it?
I don't like a person because I don't like a person. You know what I mean? I don't not like a race because I think the white race is the best race. You know what I mean? I don't like. That's not what crosses my mind when I think. You know what I mean? I don't think because I'm white I'm better than you. I don't think that. I think you're a fucking jackass because you act like a jackass. You know?
Doesn't matter what.
Yeah.
Then again, I look at where technology comes from, health advancements.
Do you have Ku Klux Klan here in Florida?
No, they locked them all up.
He's the fucking Grand Poobah.
David
But
Duke,
you know,
Jay Masters look like Ku Klux Klan leader.
Grandmaster
Sorry,
Jay.
Jay, I just kidding.
Jay Grandmasters.
Andrew Calora will tell you a story about the Ku Klux Klan on his Instagram.
Okay.
About handing out turkeys to black families in the Carolinas back in the 30s. He had one of his old neighbors tell him, there's actually an old black neighbor, said, yeah, he goes, they used to feel sorry for us and they'd give us a fresh turkey. They were like a civic organization. They kept the peace. When things got out of line, you know, you get the guys in the hoods and they straighten out and they dished out punishment to whites as well as blacks.
But-
Now, you get a child molester, you're going to lock them up here and put them in a special prison, a child rapist, but they'd find out and they'd take care of it.
But does Ku Klux Klan...
Did they ever hurt anybody?
Today?
Does anybody know a Ku Klux Klan ever hurting anybody?
No,
Are you serious, Leonard?
They hang people.
Come on, Leonard.
Where? When?
In the movies.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, come on, man. You want me to really find that right now for you?
Yeah, Google the Ku Klux Klan. It's hanging everywhere.
And that's what'll come up?
Yeah. Sorry for my language, but
Sorry to who? Who are you apologizing to? Me?
have you?
We have free speech. I don't care.
Is this? Can I talk about this really?
You can talk about anything you want. Why? Because you're a man. And if you don't do that, you're not a man.
Did you know?
I
Did you
am a
know?
man,
Did you know the largest lynching in the United States happened against a bunch of guinea wops?
Why did
Yes.
I say,
That's true. I did see that. That's true.
but if this is the truth, if
That's
I can
true.
tell
Does
it,
anybody know about it? No, because you know what? Those guinea wops are tough. They overcame it.
Just Google Ku Klux Klan history and do pictures. The hanging from trees
You're
everywhere.
damn right.
Yeah.
You know why? 'Cause
Why?
They're rapists, killers.
No.
They're despicable people. They call it Southern justice. They weren't, none of this innocent hangings of which people think they just go around looking for a black person to hang. That didn't happen. If it did, it was a bunch of, young thug scumbags.
But you have seen the movie
But
Mississippi Burning.
That's a bunch of bull.
A lot of what Lenny's talking about. There's accusations or people are being accused of other crimes, and they're then linked by the Ku Klux Klan, which did happen. But I don't think I do think they also did do it to innocent people.
Not the official Ku Klux Klan, because they were well-respected citizens. Doctors and dentists. Yes, those Grand Dragons from back in the day were high-ranking people.
Have you ever been a member of Ku Klux Klan, Lenny? In Pittsburgh?
Didn't need one.
No?
Didn't need one.
It's all white.
Yeah, it was all white, yeah. And the railroad tracks, you had some blacks live there, low-quality whites. And as the streets came up all the way to 12th or 13th Street, the income went up. 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, 4th Street, 5th Street. My father divorced my mother. We actually lived on 10th Street, which is pretty damn good. And Halton Road, which is, where the Oakmont Country Club is. They play the U.S. Open there every 8 years. A lot of senators have huge
I
mansions
think
up
they
in there.
played
It's
it
very
there this
beautiful.
year. Matter of
In
fact.
Oakmont?
Can I say
Was it
something?
Oakmont? Or maybe it was New York. No, it
My
was-
heartbeat
yeah,
got up. I have not Hamberg here got nothing against black people, but I got only against terrorists. You understand what I mean?
But let me ask you, because you stated it yourself.
Yeah.
You have friends that are from the Middle East.
Yeah.
You're not racist against
Hey,
a
my
race
wife
or a group
is-
of people, but
Yeah.
but you just want to have people. You just want your government to
Background checking.
what is that word called?
But in an honest opinion, I want only Swedes.
Vetting. Thanks.
I wish we only had Swedes and the economy was great because you're paying tax to pay all these things,
Yeah, you're paying for them to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And we have Swedes who are in need, who are social handicapped and need medications and living on the streets, not so much, but we need to take care of yourself before others. Isn't that what Trump say?
Yes.
America first now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't we say Sweden first?
When America's the top of the heap, it all trickles down to the world.
Can I say Sweden first?
fine.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Your
absolutely.
politicians
Yeah.
need to say it.
We
though.
have
Don't you
election.
have a lot of liberals there?
We don't. I don't know the Swedish term of liberals, but
Communists,
nah.
leftists.
Isn't it socialist?
We have so much different
Sweden is
things in
socialist,
Sweden.
no?
We have so much different parties in Sweden, but I know what I'm going to vote on, and it's called Swedish Democrats. Yeah.
Say it, Hamburg.
Yeah.
Say it, Hamburg.
And many people in Sweden think if you vote on Swedish Democrats, you're a big racist. But I am not. My wife is a half Turkish, so I am a half Finnish. So my children is quarters Finnish and Turkish. Why do I vote for Swedish Democrats? Yeah, because it's my country.
And they call you a racist for that.
Yes.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they were calling everybody that voted for Trump a racist too.
I never called a person a racist in my life.
This is not the Hamburg in April. Yeah.
No, you're fatter.
Yeah, but I was afraid to talk.
That's the words the cowards like to use.
What are you afraid to talk for?
I
You're
don't
entitled
know.
to your opinion.
Yeah. I'm too old to be afraid what other people think. It's finished. I don't care anymore.
So if you get kicked out of Sweden, you just come here.
Yeah, as long as I don't kick out to Afghanistan.
Well, that's pretty bad state of affairs what Europe has become.
Yeah. But Sweden, I promise, going to flower again. Yes, I know it.
And how is that going to take place?
Because it's election in September and I know the outcome. I think they're going to get 51%.
Can all the refugees vote?
That's the shame also. Why? Yeah.
Do you think they will?
They vote against,
Well,
of
it's
course.
the same thing here. Trump will get reelected, then they'll get a far left Democrat after him for 8 years.
Jesus, I
then
haven't
you'll
think
be-
about
That's how it goes, yeah.
And
And
hopefully
that's a
I'll have my
cycle. There's
heart
never
attack by
there's
then.
never 2 8-year term.
Hannah, do you know if immigrants can vote? They must live in Sweden for a
She
amount
wants
of
no
years.
part she wants no part of this conversation. Emma.
Yeah.
Can you dance for us? You look like you're bored.
No.
She's soon sleeping.
Yeah.
But the listeners maybe get tired of this talking about
Why
immigrants.
don't you put the camera on hand? I think the listeners will get perked up.
Yeah.
It's not live yet.
No.
Thank you,
These, these guys will get motivated over this type
You
of
think?
talk. Oh, I think so. Yeah. Because it's just.
Well, it's better than talking about trannies.
Yeah,
exactly.
Even football.
Yeah, you're not on pads. You don't talk about trends anymore.
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Are you low?
There we go.
You're not horny like before on
So
that?
he's not allowed to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not allowed to get.
But I see in your eyes, you're not that hyped about it.
That'll be fine, Hamburg.
Yeah.
Well, Backpage has been down. I think that's a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
It'd rile me up, get me into a frenzy. You got to remove the. That's why I'd drive a bike. Got to remove the temptation.
Good, Lenny.
Okay,
Good.
just so check this out. And this is the God's honest truth. I called Lenny in my office the other day. I said, "Hey, Lenny, would you like to have a car?" I don't know if I want a car. Probably too much temptation and this and that. Blah blah blah. I go up there to this and do that, and I'm like, "Well, Lenny, I can help you get a car. I mean, yeah, no, I'll think about it. Can I do it on a trial basis?" And I'm like, this fucking guy's something else, man. He doesn't want to have a fucking car because he doesn't want to fucking be tempted. He doesn't want to fucking face the fucking temptations that go along with it of him being able to drive, man. It's insane.
That is.
And
That's
then
great. He was telling me about that today.
and then he's like, oh, but I also can go to the gym and I can get to work on time and I don't have to take the bus and worry about the bike. He's trying to weigh the two scales out.
I think Lenny
And
likes
I'm like, you
things
live in
in life.
South Florida. We're not in fucking New York, man. How do you not have a fucking car?
you have to have a car.
1 negative and 20 positives.
Right.
And because
Lenny
of that
liked
one
this-
negative, potential negative, he won't get a car.
Good food, good sleep, which is hard to come by with sleep apnea. Good clean water, good work environment.
Eat
Well, like I
good,
told
sleep
him
good,
today-
fuck good. Mr. Miyagi,
Right.
Delray
Yeah.
Fitness.
Yeah.
He could stop going to fucking Planet Fitness and actually go to a better
In the
gym
morning,
and
and then
work out
yeah.
properly. Yeah.
Take the pre-workout, and then I won't have, sleep apnea in the morning, and then you know.
Yeah, and when you go grocery shopping, you can put your groceries in the trunk instead of on your fucking handlebars.
Which is going to be
Like,
interesting
I mean,
tonight with
right-
these ribs.
I think my son got sleep apnea.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's snoring all the time and repeatedly.
Yeah, I'm waking
stop.
up hundreds and hundreds
Yeah.
of times all night.
Yeah, I have to
And
bring my son
I
to the
sit in the
hospital.
recliner, and then you get the swollen legs.
Yeah, now you got cankles.
Yeah,
My son is 19 and snoring like an idiot.
yeah, that's not good.
No.
But they get sometimes there's a lot of
Snoring
new
like an
innovations.
idiot. Like it's his fucking fault
Yeah.
that he's snoring.
Yeah, but I think it's he operate. I don't know
Take
the
him to
name.
the doctor and get it checked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to tell everybody you shitting yourself the other night, Leonard? That was a great story.
Yeah, getting out of the gym.
I don't mean to change the subject, but it was.
I was trying to make it to the bathroom at Winn-Dixie, but it just, it all came out. And when I was riding my bike across the street, it was leaking out of my shorts. Oh, yeah.
I went over to his house and there's like little
It's horrible.
shit leading up to the
Yeah.
washing machine.
So what I did was I threw that whole lump into the washing machine and it all went down the drain.
You should have fucking hosed it
Ran
out
in the
first.
shower.
You throw shit in it.
That hot water will kill any bacteria. You know,
No,
it was actually, I came out pretty unscathed and I took some Lysol and cleaned off my bike seat. But I haven't had that happen in a while.
I started eating the brand cereal again this week, and I almost shit myself twice this week already from that stuff, man. Like I'm sitting there squeezing my ass, like trying to like shuffle to the bathroom, like that brand cereal, man. You ever eat that hot brand cereal?
Too much
Yeah.
fibers.
Thanks to Matt Porter, man.
Just to
That
show you
stuff-
there's
oh
a
my
lot of
God, holy
stuff up
cow.
there that hasn't been getting out.
Yeah. Yesterday I was at Bruce Bar, and I had already told this. Yeah.
no. You,
No, at Bruce Bar, and Bruce Room. Yeah. And
which I was telling her, you got to branch out a little bit. Those two spots are not the only thing in
I
Delray to
know,
fucking do.
Because
Any
I'm
recommendations?
lazy.
Yes.
Brad?
But it's
Something to do in
black
Florida that's
man
great?
coming in and screaming, and shouting, "I got diarrhea! I love Bruce Room."
What color was his skin?
Yeah, he was a porch monkey, of course. Isn't that you called?
Hey, Mama. Cut it out.
But he was.
I'll take credit for that, Tony.
Bipolar bitch in my life.
I posted it on my Instagram, and he was actually really funny.
Yeah,
You can watch it on my Instagram. And he telling me it must getting out.
That's real nice.
And told me what he has been eating and shouting. Bruce Bar is the best.
Hamberg, I got a question
sick-
for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a rental car while you're here?
No.
Do you want to use a car?
Yeah, I won't, but I'm so fucking afraid of the traffic here.
And you drink a lot.
What about Hannah?
No.
You're a good driver?
I can't stop drink and drive, but I'm
Really?
afraid of the
I'm
traffic.
Sweden, so I'm not good.
You don't drive in Sweden?
Yeah.
What, do you ride a bike?
No, I'm just walking.
Wow. Hannah, are you afraid to walk now with all this increased crime? Literally. At night?
Yeah, sometimes at night. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding. That's a shame. That's a crying shame.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody personally that's had any crimes committed against them or anything happened to them physically or anything like that? Or any of your friends?
No, actually not.
Oh, well, that's
We've
good.
had two young, attractive European women that say they're afraid to go out at night. Dumbo from Germany, of course, and then Hannah from Sweden.
But Hannah, are you afraid?
Yeah, of course.
You have my number? Yeah.
You have my number.
But my honest opinion, Germany is more infected than Sweden. So I understand Dumbo very well.
Right.
Yeah. But in the south of Sweden, you know, Sweden is so thin and long.
Yeah.
In the south of Sweden is near Germany.
Right.
So they infected under and coming up. But we have to quit it.
I know for a fact
Wants me to pet her, but I forget what ear it's.
in the Third Reich, you would go to, it was a curfew at 10 o'clock. That's when the beer halls, you get your ass to bed. There wasn't, you could walk at night without fear of getting mugged. I can say that. That's a fact.
That was yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna read some questions. What? You want me to pet you now? Huh?
I'm watching you.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. All she wants
But
is
Lenny,
real love.
one thing about all this, I am certain you have black friends. You have Middle
He was
Eastern
married
friends.
to a black woman.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
You,
So people, listeners know you have your opinion, but you're not.
I put my mouth on black
Yeah.
girls' pussies, dicks, and,
Yeah.
and buttholes. How's that?
Yeah.
And on armpits,
how
too.
could you be a racist if you do that?
Yeah, armpits.
But your opinions must. You have to speak your mind. Yeah.
My number one, first and foremost, is cookie cutters. You can simplify everything to a cookie cutter. You can simplify a terrorist or just a cookie cutter following this type of behavior, trying to get a claim.
Do you have laws? Laws in U.S. Can you speak what you want here? Can you actually do that?
No, yes.
Let me tell you something. My father told me a long time ago, it's better to go to jail than to go to hell. And what can get you into hell is cowardice.
Yeah.
I said, trust me. It's better to go to jail than go to hell. I had a talk with Dale Chance about this in his truck, and he agreed.
You have to meet your father again, Lenny.
Yeah, if you want to smash me upside the head, which I probably deserve.
Hamberg, someone wants to know, why does Hamberg need a wrist wrap to do a podcast?
Because he's a
Wow.
fucking hypochondriac and he thinks something's wrong with his arm.
Oh.
He self-diagnosed himself with rheumatoid arthritis.
No.
Yeah,
Actually, I got rheumatoid arthritis.
Rheumatoid.
Since,
You know, Leonard?
yeah, since 10 years ago. The doctor put a needle in your arm, and you should have a protein count of 10. I have 2,000 in my fucking blood. It's a disease who evolve you older you get. So it's flaming up then and though. So I got it this week. So that's why I got that fucking wrist
And it'll
band.
go away.
Yeah, it's
And
good
speaking
now.
of rheumatoid arthritis, that's what Brad has. Because he's never rimmed a girl in his life. It might be due to his,
Rheumatoid arthritis.
his
But
poor
this is the
history of
truth.
relationships.
Yeah.
Rheumatoid arthritis.
Thanks, Leonard.
Question for everybody. Are there any motivational speakers, videos, etc. to look up, or books that you can recommend for self-motivational career success or to improve one's life in general? That's from Danny Almeida.
Who's that guy?
I've heard of it.
That preacher.
In
Reverend
bodybuilding
James
or
Manning.
training wise.
Very good.
Motivational in
Highly
general
That
in life.
video. Pretty good in that video.
Yeah, read the book Zlatan.
Pretty big there, buddy.
I am Zlatan.
By who?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the football player from Sweden.
Nice.
It's a good. Yeah, you can read it. But that's football. But it's more than football. It's life.
Yeah, look at the biceps, the fullness.
It's more
Look
for the
ridiculous.
European audience.
Twice as big as Jay
Andrew.
Cutler.
Ask Lenny, is it okay to eat up to a dozen whole eggs because of the cholesterol
Oh,
levels?
come on. This is 1976. Are you a cookie cutter? Do you ever hear what Jacqueline said? If God didn't make it, don't eat it. That's the most natural, healthy food that you need. Every part of the egg. And you're going to listen to some idiot talk about cholesterol. What makes testosterone? What makes other hormones? Cholesterol. High blood sugar is the worst thing you can have because then cholesterol won't be used for its proper function. It builds up in the blood. That's simple. Go on a keto diet. Watch everything go to normal. If I wasn't trying to be a freak, I would be on a keto diet for the most part. Trust me.
No sugar.
I feel good on a keto diet, but you're not going to gain that massive size.
Ask Lenny, what is the one main thing he tries to avoid during a cut cycle?
Cookie cutters. They bring you down negatively, physically. I naturally avoid sex. I have no craving for it
I
whatsoever.
think they mean food or.
Oh. you know, I just stick to everything in its natural form. I cut out dairy, breads, fruits. The only thing I drink is water.
Dairy is
Pretty simple. Milk, cheese, yeah.
Ask Lou if he would ever start a porn production company. Miami is swarming with fresh talent and sluts.
We're working on it.
Good. And 10s I heard they're swarming with too. So I tell black guys, instead of what you should do as a kid, instead of thinking you're going to do this, you're going to be a rapper, when you're about 8 or 10 years old, go get some sexual surgery at 12 and make yourself a 10. Then we can all enjoy you.
What do you say? I'm reading questions.
He said he would advise a black child's man, 8 to 10
Is
years
that a
old.
Freudian slip? That's not what I said.
8 to 10
That's
years
what you're
old.
wanting me to.
8 to 10 years old to go get sexual reassignment surgery.
If you're thinking about robbing a bank, being a thug, or being a rapper,
go get a sex change.
do us all a favor and make yourself the best 10 you could be.
Oh, fuck.
You can make a lot of money doing it.
You can also make a lot of money being a fucking rapper.
A what?
The killing in Deerfield
candy
2
bar
months
rapper?
ago.
Yeah.
The rapper is a billionaire.
Why is he a billionaire?
He wasn't
That guy
a
was no billionaire. Who that XXX whatever
Yeah,
guy?
yeah.
He's a fucking SoundCloud rapper.
Wow. In Sweden, I think everybody in Sweden think.
No,
Not everybody in Sweden, but I think he was a billionaire.
XM.
I'd like to know how somebody like that becomes like that.
Are you sure he wasn't a billionaire?
No, he's
With a
What'd you say,
B?
Yes.
No.
No chance he was a billionaire.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure he made a few million, but
What does this have to offer society?
But it was sad. He was a.
he was a fucking troublemaker. He got what he deserved.
Yeah.
Sad? Do you know what he did to his girlfriend?
Yeah, he hit her, so she lost her.
he should have killed his ass. Fuck him.
Well, what exactly is sad about a guy who punches his pregnant girlfriend's eye out of her head?
Yeah. Wow.
You didn't know that?
Piece of shit.
He blinded her in
Real
one
tough
eye
guy.
when she was
Exactly.
pregnant.
Hitting a woman.
Real tough rapper. 99% of them are like
Jesus.
that. Any
What
rapper
was
want to
that?
challenge me?
What?
Is that true?
Yeah, look him up. Absolutely.
Okay. Jesus.
He's a criminal.
Fuck that guy. Gives a shit.
I would say so. I don't see anybody your size on YouTube.
Okay.
What else we got?
Just another SoundCloud rapper.
Yeah, okay.
Who tattoos shit all over his face.
Fuck
and-
SoundCloud, by the way. Cocksuckers.
Tattoos on the face. That's very admirable.
Post Malone, I love his music. If
Who?
you listen to him.
Who?
Yeah, everybody don't.
Straight up.
Do
He
you
looks-
know
he looks
Post
straight
Malone?
out
I know Post Malone. Which
Yeah.
song you want me to sing?
I
Fucking who's?
Yeah, I love him. You going to him? My daughter and my son and the wife is going to see him
What?
in August.
Yeah.
Not me, because I'm a metal. I love metal, but I listen to Post Malone also. So
I'm going to see. I'm going to take my stepdaughter and one of her friends, and my buddy's coming down from one of my buddies I grew up with. We're going to go see. We're going to go see. We're going to go see. G Easy. You know him?
Oh, Leonard's going. You got to bring
Have you
Leonard.
ever been to one of those before?
To a rap concert?
Yeah.
No, I'm going. I'm going to bring.
Yeah, keep me informed. I really would like to know what goes on.
but Post Malone is not
You
rap.
got. You definitely have to go.
It's a
There's
new
plenty of
music.
10s down there, man.
That's true.
And my actually, I have a good friend that promotes the Rolling Loud shows, which is the largest hip hop festivals in the country. And he says it's all white boys.
Yeah.
Cookie cutters. It's all cookie cutters is what you want to say.
But Post Malone, so good. You must listen to him, guys.
I love the way he talks, sings like a robot, and like into a fan.
Yeah, and he loves Bud Light. Yeah, he's not a
fuck's
cookie
sake.
cutter. Maybe.
Never heard of her.
You know, that old classic music from the 70s, that's music.
That's music. I agree, Lenny.
Classic music,
Yes.
like classic, like old.
No, like
Classic rock. Yeah, he likes.
yeah, like things like that.
Scorpions and
Even before that,
yeah, Thin Lizzy.
Jim Croce,
Lizzy.
Thin
Yeah.
Lizzy, yeah.
Thin Lizzy.
even John Denver. I could listen to that. That's
Aldo Nova. You know Aldo
Yeah,
Nova?
yeah.
Life is just a fantasy. Can
And
you live a
Rainbow.
fantasy life?
Wow. Treat. Sammy Hagar. Do you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, from what my mother listened to, I wasn't allowed to listen to music because my father says for wimps.
Wimps.
Yeah. And in the weight room, no music. He went into a local gym. He said, what the hell is this radio doing in a weight room? He was so old school, it wasn't even funny. Every man with long hair he referred to as a hippie. All across the board. A hippie. He goes, if I got to see that guy with that long hair on a field, he was coming to block me, I'd knock his fucking head off.
Yeah. Good.
He said there was guys at NFL camp wearing sandals on the campus. He thought that. He goes, like a hippie. He goes, there's all pros wearing freaking sandals.
What, nowadays or back
When he was in training camp.
Yeah.
He said that infuriated him so bad. Or the veteran would get in doing drills and practice. They would whisper, take it easy on me, I take it easy on you. And he's like, psh, I'm not even signed to a contract.
I'm not
So
taking it easy on anyone.
Right.
That one position. He's like, yeah.
But he was so old school, I wasn't allowed to sing. I mean, you know, my mother would listen to me when she's shopping or whatever, but
I'll tell you what.
You would sing to your mom in the store?
who?
You.
No, like when
said when she
she'd
was
go to
shopping.
the store, whatever, I was in her car, she'd listen to music.
And she'd let you sing?
No, my father wouldn't.
But your mother would.
No, she wouldn't let me sing because I never did.
Oh.
Because I afraid my father would find out.
Why, he caught you singing before?
My brother told, yeah.
What happened? Tell this story. What happened?
You know, at the dinner time, my brother was a little tattletale. So Lenny was saying, he goes, I don't want to ever catch you doing
What were you
that."
singing?
I don't remember.
Mary had a little.
Have you contact with your brother today, Lenny?
Not really. Not
That's
really.
important, Lenny.
Yeah, but he's, you know, too busy with his church act. He puts a lot of hours in.
Is he older or younger?
Younger.
Yeah.
It's totally different than me.
Do you miss him?
I do, but I think he rebelled against my father without knowing it because my father came on too strong. He was the fullback, and I was a tight end.
Yeah.
And that obviously didn't work out.
That's sad.
Well, I am a tight end because I could never get penetrated by the trannies, so he was right, I guess.
So Lenny, let me ask you a question because honestly, because football, because music was a very, very big part of my pregame ritual and all that stuff. And a lot of players I played with. Sure. And obviously in the gym today, I go to the gym and I have a headset on and I block everybody out and I just want to listen to music. I mean, do you not listen to music or anything like that when you played football or today?
See, I was never brought up on it to maybe reap the benefits of it, but it is, I heard, as a motivating factor. But, you know, back then at his age, you had Dick Butkus.
Fuck your dad.
But, you know, it's his word of the law. There wasn't any, what I want to do. It's what he tells you you're going to do. And, you know, those basic guys back then, number one, you never said you were hurt. You'd play through anything.
Suck it up.
I mean, he told me to get ready for an NFL training camp. He would go to the local bars, which was one on every corner in the Pittsburgh area. You know, there wasn't any of these guns or knives or you know what's in those places. Basically start fights as a way of training, one part of his training for NFL camp. His brother, who played at Pitt, would tag along with him.
Lenny, did you ever see the movie American Beauty?
No, I don't think so.
Did anybody see that movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I think your dad reminds me of the neighbor's father. Big time.
Yeah. But at the same time,
Creepy Kevin
Lenny,
Spacey.
is your father your idol in your heart?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty impressive what he had went through as, you know, with a single mother who was basically a housekeeper in that area for the rich people.
You think about that?
He remembers coming home from school and his furniture, what junky furniture they had, would be sitting on the street in the middle of winter.
But you have
And
to
all the
think
kids in the neighborhood, small town, they'd laugh at you. And back then, they maybe got some government cheese or butter, but he also had red skin, a deformity all over his upper body. In fact, when I was a little kid,
How old was he when his father died?
his father committed suicide night when he was 3 years old. And his brother got electrocuted at the local steel mill. But he didn't know his father did that until he was almost out of high school. Somebody came up and said, it's a shame, you know, what your father did to you. You turned out to be a pretty decent guy. He's like, what did my father do? He goes, oh, you didn't know? He jumped off the Halton Bridge in the Allegheny River. And with that undertow, that's basically a suicide. And he just said that's what, all his brothers were in football. For him,
He never had a stepfather?
no. He just said being made fun of for the skin deformity, being poor, and seeing those rich, because it's a rich town. They drive to football practice. They put all the pads in the 57 Chevys and go up to the field. He used to have to walk. And he said he would get in such a rage that it was about just destroying, because he didn't have this, but this is something I'm going to have. I'm going to be better than all you. And he used that all the way through college, at Boston College. He said really tough on him, idiotic coaches. And he ended up, because he was on a kick return team, and they played Penn State. And Penn State took away his brother's scholarship. He took a guy, blocked him up into the stands as far as he could take him, and up where the people were, and the state police had to jump on him. And for that reason alone, he got drafted by the Eagles. This guy's tough. He'll do anything, but...
He was a pro in the...
Yeah, until he got his knee ripped apart. He was doing very well for what simply because he said, I'll do anything to make this team, no matter what.
We talked too much about your dad. Anyways, what did you think about the show last night?
Very interesting. Pretty inspirational. It had like I'm wondering, an evil overtone, a creepy overtone to it.
Just, where were you?
Oh, we went to Cirque last night.
Yeah.
I took everybody to Cirque last night. Yeah, it was kind of strange, and I didn't really talk to
I'm
you
wondering,
about
I hate to say demonic to a point.
Yeah, with the guys that ran around.
And there was a lot of transsexuals involved. The black guy with the curly hair was a woman, I see, and they put like pads on her shoulders.
No, he opened his shirt.
No, the one with the frizzy hair.
And opened his shirt and showed his abs.
A woman. Well, there was another one.
Okay, that might have been.
Looked like Serena Williams.
I don't know, the one guy that was skating, like he was kind of figure skating, with the big hair.
Frizzy hair.
He ripped his shirt open.
He had the one black guy with the bald head, right.
No, the big-haired guy.
Right. That was a woman.
No, Lenny, he ripped his shirt open.
Yes, it was a bodybuilder chick.
Ah, yeah. That was a guy.
Like the girl that Anne-Marie Crooks, like the girl that...
Oh, yeah, though you're still...
But it was inspirational.
I mean, all you guys have seen a Cirque show before? Or?
I've never... No. I mean, growing up, I've never, ever was taken to that. Is our vacation, my father would take us to Latrobe, Pennsylvania for Steelers training camp. Back in the heyday.
I remember going on vacation with my family one time in my life, but I don't
That's
want to
it?
get it. One time in 8th grade, we came
That's
down.
something in common. I have common with you.
Yeah, we had our lives were very similar, Lenny. But I just started going to I've seen probably 5 or 6 different Cirque shows now. Under tent or, at the BB Teen Center or at American Airlines or whatever it may be. But this one, it was okay. I didn't understand the theme or the story or where it was going. But what really got me was the music or the soundtrack of it. Really kept my attention.
Me too.
The music was really, really good to the show. But because of it being an ice show, the acrobatics and all the stuff that goes along with typical Cirque shows, the circus side of things, it just wasn't there. It just wasn't there like the other ones. But yeah, it was like really dark. There was dark undertones and like.
But to be honest, I could tell you this for a fact. I was thinking I would love to see a show with like 10-10-10s on ice walking around like in sexy outfits and doing each other. Like, wouldn't that be something to start? Like, I think there's something like that's out there. But
jumping ropes and connecting.
So Lenny didn't come down and sit down with us. All right, we were all on our seats at this time, and Lenny walked all the way down to the fucking front, almost to the stage, and he's looking for our seats, and he turns around, and all you could see was fucking Lenny's teeth. It was so fucking funny. It was dark.
Like a flashlight.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. That's the reason I brought up the whole.
Because my knees were hurt or sore.
Oh my god!
I almost tripped. Imagine
those
that.
those
you fall on somebody.
You ever see a set of teeth that white?
Look, Hannah.
They're very white.
But you have to floss, Lenny.
Yeah.
I know.
said it.
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Andrew Calora said it too.
Or,
Gingivitis.
I don't floss either, but I yeah. Do you floss?
Yeah.
Brother, yeah.
Yeah, man, you have to.
Yeah.
Brad, did you go on a lot of family vacations?
Yeah.
To where?
Disney World.
I didn't go.
No, we used to,
anywhere.
and in the summer I would go up. My grandparents had a house in New Hampshire. They actually, my
nice.
grandfather owned Grover Cleveland's fishing camp. He bought it. Yeah.
Grover Cleveland, the president?
Yeah.
Where is this?
It was in New Hampshire. What are you laughing at?
I was thinking Grover Chance.
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Where?
Ossipee, by Lake Winnipesaukee.
Ah, it's up by where I live.
It was beautiful.
Right outside of that area, yeah.
It's too bad he
Nothing
sold.
like
He sold
the
it
north
obviously
in the
before he died,
summertime, I
but it
tell
was
you
great,
what.
The
man.
Northeast.
And my other grandfather had a house
A lot
in
of good, clean memories.
North Georgia, Blairsville, up there.
But the children today is spoiled like fuck.
Yeah.
They are too
Oh
spoiled.
fuck yeah! What are you kidding me?
So talking about that, the Northeast, I'm applying to get my rights back from the state of Florida. Hey, she just get up on the get down.
She almost did. She smells those ribs. That
Sorry.
thing almost came tumbling
So
down.
I got a letter from the state of Florida saying they're going to conduct an interview with me to determine whether they're going to give me my rights back or not.
Rights of what?
My rights to vote, my right to carry a gun,
okay.
all my by the what the hell is it, whoever manages the jail system, I can't think of the name of it. But I was just thinking about that because the Northeast, when I used to hunt and fish and do all that stuff up there, my nephew keeps posting on Instagram pictures like he cuts trees, he's a climber, you know,
Okay.
and he's taking these pictures in these trees, and the shit that he posts is just like so beautiful, man. Like over water, over a
Yeah,
lake.
summers are great up there, even in fall too, when the leaves change.
yeah.
Where is this?
Massachusetts.
Yeah, okay.
I admit I'm not a Florida fan in that regard. It just gets, nothing changes. We're sweltering right now.
Year round, it's like I
miss the snow.
Do you? I could
Beautiful-
stand the snow for like a
beautiful
week,
Northeast.
maybe, but that's it. You don't want to live in that
Sled riding we
shit.
had. Oh,
Fuck no.
I loved it.
Fucking shoveling that
Exactly.
shit,
It's such a
walking in.
nuisance.
It's nice and cool as you rub up against a nice big tan, jump into bed and warm up. Here it's like you don't want to do anything because it's so sticky and sweaty.
Well, there's air conditioning in the house, Leonard.
Even so, it's just something about it.
Talking about that, mine's not fucking working. They just came out here. And
So
fixed
everybody wears less
That's
clothes
ridiculous.
down here. It's a lot better.
It can't keep up. Same with my house. I had a guy
it.
at my
No,
house
no,
today.
It's like it's not right. It's not right. It's not working.
Since when?
Since you came and put the new motor in today.
But it was okay before then?
Yeah.
Why do you put a
That's
new
not
motor
good.
in then?
It's the heat.
No, it's this. He did something wrong to my shit. Let me go see.
Everywhere is fucked
My
up
house
today.
can't keep up.
Bruce room. The
Did you ask?
hotel,
Did you ask about the
everywhere.
insulation?
No. He came over today. He checked everything out.
I have it on 66
Said.
and 77.
I guarantee it's the insulation. Go up in your attic and look and see what it looks like. If you can see all the beams and the drywall that's on top, you can need some. Back then, they used to blow in little. It's probably gray and all fucking bundled up now. You can get it
But I also did have the door open a lot today and stuff like that too. So
in and out with the ribs and shit. Yeah.
Lenny, do you have AC at home?
I actually have 3 sources, believe it or not.
He's got window
The
shakers.
people that
and a
live in
floor
front of
thing.
me, they control the central, which they don't run it much. At night they do, but they're pretty stingy in the daytime. Then I have a unit for my room, and then I have a open air unit for the living room, which gets blazing hot, very poorly insulated. As you viewers have seen on my 400,000 hit video, of course. It's nice and cool. You mop the floor, it's good as new. But again,
Just
why?
needs mops. I
Why
mean,
do it?
why? Because you don't want to live in filth. Why would you want to live in filth?
I don't notice it. I'm in a different world when I'm at home.
Yeah, we understand.
I don't even notice it.
Not really, but I know what you're saying.
It's like some people, they're in prison, but they say they don't even think they're there. They can disassociate themselves from where they're at.
it's because they fucking become acclimated to it, and that's their life, and that's how they know how to live.
Yeah.
That's where they live. That's what
But still, you can take a certain situation and sort of change it and make it like totally
Yeah, it
different.
becomes reality to you. That's what your reality.
But I'm looking at the walls or the floor, but I'm not thinking of it. I'm thinking of something else. I do that quite often with the help of Christina.
You're afraid to walk by the dog?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
she's fine. She's tired. She's cool with everybody now. Don't worry.
She just stood up and ready.
She's at attention.
She's like,
Come here, Kiara. Sit.
See, Kiara sees me hard at work. Well, shouldn't say that, but
well, even if you want to bring a broad over or the tranny over, Leonard, they're not going to want to enter your house.
is that a Freudian slip? That's what you want to bring over now?
I'm talking to you, you stupid fuck.
Don't like bringing trannies over the house.
Okay, well, a regular woman. What's
I like
the last?
going to their house.
Who's the last one to come in there? The Bahamian that wouldn't come in the fucking door?
Actually, the girl at the bus stop. It's pretty sad. The Army veteran with the shrapnel wound in her face with a nice ass.
Oh, fuck.
Who liked my dirty mouth, but when I wanted to do what I said, she got scared.
What did you ask her to do?
I was just saying, I'd like you to stick. She was sitting at the bus stop, and I said, "You got pretty feet. Why don't you? You need to shove them down my throat."
Did you see
She got all turned on.
Did you see Jay Masters' videos showing his disgust for your wanting to suck on feet and toes?
Meanwhile, he licked Jane's
I
fucking
didn't see
feet.
it.
Right.
The nastiest fucking hammer toes I've ever fucking seen. He's going to lick them. The fuck
Everybody
outta here.
likes different stuff. I mean, am I going to call him a racist? No. That's what he likes.
He'll call himself a racist. He
There's
doesn't
no
give a
such
shit.
thing as a racist.
His fucking drunken lives are classic.
No.
You never know what's going to come out of his fucking mouth. He was breaking my balls like crazy. And I told him, because we talked before he did that, when I did the slingshot, I said, I'm going to get every fucking apparatus I can and wear it all at one time. Bless you.
Did that thing help, that slingshot?
Yeah.
What does it actually
It
do?
takes pressure off your shoulder. It's totally fucking cheating. You can do like 30 more pounds than you normally would on a bench. But I haven't done flat bench since the last time Hamberg was here because of my fucking shoulder. So Chris is like, oh, it'll take some
Really?
pressure
You haven't
off.
flat bench instead? No
Did you see
shit.
it all or no? How
Yeah, I
long?
have been using it, yeah.
Has it been helping you?
Yeah. So he had that thing. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So we tried it. It was in one of Jason's videos. But and then I got knee sleeves. I've got a belt. Hey, fuck it, man. I'm getting old. Try to avoid injury as much as I can.
Chris's contribution.
Yeah.
I got injured. The slingshot.
You didn't like that?
After that slingshot, I got a pain in my shoulder.
Did you? It didn't.
But it wasn't from the shoulder press, I think.
What are you giggling at, you?
I have to
fucking
make a
cunt?
confession. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Hamburg. I'm going to apologize before I even say it.
Oh,
If Hannah was a tranny,
oh God.
Do you like? She's beautiful, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was a tranny,
It's okay, Lenny.
maybe she is. Maybe you're going to surprise me.
No.
Oh,
I promise
my
you,
God.
she isn't.
I'd love to look up at that beautiful face while I...
Suck your penis? Give her a head?
Damn you, Lenny.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's why...
How long have you been wanting to say that for? How many minutes?
The whole fucking
since it
time.
started,
Because
yeah.
every few minutes I'm looking over at him and he's giggling. And I know why he's fucking giggling. Now there it
But
is.
you can talk to her. She's not dangerous, and you can be friends forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like family.
Yeah.
She can set you
Misfits.
in the right path.
Family.
What is the right path?
There is no right path. Honey.
Christina Broccolini.
Depends on the person, what's right for you.
Can McLeod fix that?
See, I want to address that very quickly before we end.
Yeah.
Christina's divine mission from day one is to carry my soul into heaven. The first time I saw her, I saw that vision. Now, that's a...
Maybe 6 of her?
Well, you
Yeah.
know, this,
Good luck carrying your
the
fat ass
angelic
anywhere, you fuck.
spirit. What Adam McLeod is actually doing, God bless his soul, is trying to circumvent divine intervention by meeting her on earth, which I'm all for. I'd love to do it, but it's going to be a monumental task. And what really strikes me with Adam McLeod is for all these incidents that have been going on with his business, just say it, it's also his passion. He continuously strives to do what he can in making my earthly dream come true, which is obviously meeting Christina. And again, what can I say about, as you can see my beautiful shirt, Brad, if you want to take a picture of me in it.
I already did. He's got a picture of
Great,
it.
thanks. Adam McLeod, I'd like to refer to him from here on as a modern-day Winston Churchill. Over insurmountable odds and risks.
Winston Churchill hate Hitler. Yeah. Go
No,
on.
he didn't. Hitler hated him. He called him
Jason.
a drunk.
Yeah, of course.
But-
My YouTube got hacked, bro.
What's up?
Yeah.
Adam McLeod
Oh,
is
Lou,
a
you gotta
modern-day
play-
Winston Churchill.
You got to play Jason's video for the audio. Let's play the audio. Jason's sex tape we're going to play right now. You're not going to see it, but fans will hear it.
Just change it if you're not.
Wow.
So change it again.
But Lenny, if you meet Christina Broccolini one day at some cafe or whatever,
All right.
and you're thinking, what the fuck is this? She's a cookie cutter. What you're doing then?
No, it's impossible. I went over that scenario thousands of times.
You have-
Sale Chance started a live video. We should jump in with it.
Go ahead, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody, announcement. Disregard Dale Chance's live video. Order
this isn't
66
live, so it
on
doesn't-
Dale Chance's live video.
boy.
Quit trying to steal our thunder there, Chuck E. Cheese, Superman
This isn't
Chance.
live. It doesn't matter, you fucking moron.
Unlimited data.
Yeah. But no, I actually, you know what it happens? It brings me to tears
What?
to think about running into Christina, no matter, you know, her
In
political.
Italy.
Yeah, wherever. It brings me to tears in a good way. No matter her political views, whatever, anything on earth, it doesn't matter.
You don't care.
No, it's not about earthly love, it's about everlasting spirituality.
Just from watching the series and how
The very
she
first
acting,
second
yeah.
I saw her in 2014, November, on a Saturday morning, it struck me like nothing ever did, like a lightning bolt.
Yeah.
And then I began to see things, her doing that, taking care of me as far as my soul.
So,
Which is the most important thing, it never dies.
all right.
Everybody's soul lasts for eternity.
Fuck her.
Okay, Mr.
Fuck that-
Atheist.
Fuck that all that bullshit.
You want to do the whole 3 minutes?
Well, they'll probably want to watch it.
Brad, I hope you
Well,
know I had a couple of fans calling saying they're praying for you.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys want
Good.
to watch it, but you want to put it so people can hear it?
Yeah, put it up to the.
I've never seen it.
Okay, so you want to...
It's Jason fucking.
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Jason losing his virginity.
Put the mic next to the.
Wow.
Have you seen it?
No.
It's very interesting.
We're going to watch it.
Oh, thank you.
This is only a very few people,
You don't see much of Jason.
very small amount of people in this world have actually seen this.
You got to be quiet. Get over here. Come on. She's all right. Walk
Just
around.
go around there. Stop being a pussy.
Kiara. Kiara.
Don't worry.
Kudara.
She can sense when you're timid.
Yeah,
Just walk.
yeah, just
Yeah.
walk. Exactly.
She's not gonna hurt you.
Hope he took his earbuds out.
Ready for this? Oh, yeah. Stop touching yourself. Take your shoes off, dude. Jeez, oh my god. Look at this. Yeah. 10, dude. A 10 body. A 10. Smoking. Look at her fucking perfect titties. Take her off. Don't stop being scared. Let her take her door off. She's not gonna hurt you. She'll take control of things. She'll make it all work out, small or not. Don't worry.
I'm pretty good there, you know.
What's he saying?
Thoughts? I'm a hard comer.
$5 a view.
Oh, you're gonna get offers now for that video.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Watch DM Happy Hulk or Big
Andrew, this
Lou
is the
D.
first time you saw that?
Yeah.
No
I was the
kidding.
last person to see it.
How fucking funny was that? See, so
But I have to say, Jason was a master.
His shit talking game is on point.
Yeah.
fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you,
I'm
bitch.
33 years old. Most of us got fucked at 12.
Can you tell anybody saying these things losing his virginity?
I don't think he...
No.
Look, he's the 40-year-old virgin, man. Come on. If I was 40, if I got laid
I don't-
for the first time, come on.
But he was a tough man. He was tough. Jesus.
Yeah, he had to have.
Yeah, of course he was. He was in there. He was in there. Yeah, I was right there.
Do you really think that was his first time?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, he either said one other time, or that was his first time, or he got a blowjob before, or something.
That was.
You know, you know him as good as anybody. What do you think?
He has contact with a lot of women. Women have stayed over his house. That one Mexican tranny did.
That's not a
That's
woman,
not a
you
woman,
fucking
dude.
asshole.
Yes, they are.
God.
If it looks like a girl
Lenny.
and she has a high estrogen level, that's a
If
woman.
She doesn't have
Oh
a
my God,
vagina,
oh my
she's
God.
not-
We're
Doesn't
gonna
look
get
like
into
a
this-
girl when her
She
pants
doesn't
are
have a
off.
vagina.
Exactly.
Clitoris and a penis is the same thing.
What the
Lenny,
fuck?
Am I gonna fuck the whole of your
Oh
dick?
my god, man.
But this
Am I
was
gonna
not
spread your
amateur
dick
porn.
hole
It
open
was
and
like
fuck
he
you,
had
Lenny?
done it before.
Come on, dude.
No, you fuck him in the ass.
Sick thing.
But that's anal sex.
Those trannies call it a pussy.
Okay, this was his first vaginal sex episode.
I don't know. there's
He
something.
said he's been with trannies.
Well, I don't know about that, but he looks like he had experience with a woman before. Like he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really did. Sure.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
This is what Jason did.
He has
I'm a hard
watching
comer.
movies.
Jason did the whole time. This was Jason the whole time. I'm a hard comer. Fuck you, bitch. Yeah, bitch. I'm gonna come, bitch.
He
all
have
Jason did.
he have watched movies and think I
Yeah, of
should
course.
behave like this. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But
His hand was in the same position the whole time, like he was fucking riding a bull. And he never moved one. Then he actually put his hand down and said, "Fuck you, bitch."
You can't unsee it, Hamberg. That's gonna haunt you.
it's burnt in now. But it was the funniest thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That confirms it.
Yeah. Told you.
Listen to that, maniacs. You want to see something funny that's burnt in forever.
This was really funny.
Yeah.
But
They'll troll Jason for a lot of money, and he'll fucking let Lou release that shit.
but we must say this was a good act by Jason. Is what was
Absolutely.
not bad at any point.
What is your comments on? Did you see my film?
Yeah, but you have.
It's a little
I
different.
have what?
You should take the Cialis before. So you
And what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Reference to
yeah.
So
my
you
veins were
flaccid cock.
popping out all
yeah,
over
but
the
you
place.
have to get it up. You know,
His face.
it's next movie maybe.
I just was camera shy.
You're never camera shy.
But really, Lenny, you don't need to do porn.
Yeah, I
You-
do.
you
Kill
can-
two birds with one stone.
You can do bodybuilding.
To make money and have fun.
Yeah.
I don't have a wife. I don't have any kids.
Yeah, it's up to you, Lenny. Everything.
Yeah, look where it got you.
I don't judge you.
Better job.
Yeah, right. Can you talk about that? Can't talk about the
Not
But
right now.
Jason's virginity was the funniest thing.
not.
I think.
The hospital.
Yeah.
What happened there? Can you talk about it or no? No. Lawyer put the.
Funny thing is, I ran into a coworker and they have no idea what's going on. She was on sick leave.
Really.
Yeah. When I
You need to
told
get
her
the LGBTQ community.
She started
after that
crying. I
fucking
saw her
place.
Winn Dixie. She was in tears when I told her. And I wasn't even friendly with her.
What is it? LGBTQ
Q.
RS.
I want to thank Lou for the ribs we got before the podcast. Thank you so much, Lou.
What's the RS stand for?
I was just
Oh.
saying. They just keep adding letters
yeah,
to the
yeah.
fucking thing, so I,
Isn't queer a derogatory term? Why would they put that in there? Don't
Apparently,
they-
tranny is now too.
Well, if a straight person calls a
Again,
gay person queer,
Who's making these determinants?
Well, there's that show Queer Eye.
true.
Right? Queer
There
as
is?
Queer as Folk.
Queer eye for the straight
What?
guy.
There's a show called Queer as Folk.
Didn't know
some
that.
shit, yeah.
Enlighten us, Brad.
No,
Is that
but
your-
I'm just saying.
This
it's not
is what you watch?
All of a sudden, it's not a derogatory word. Quit trying to pretend like everybody's as screwed up as
Freudian
you
slip.
are. You sick fuck. Yeah, that's all you got to give her is some food, and she's your friend.
Yeah.
I saved her ass. She's my friend forever.
Yeah.
With or without food.
Where'd you get her from?
I rescued her. I got her from a rescued her, and I got her. This dog will die for me now.
How old are your dog?
She's a year and a half.
Yeah.
She's a puppy stuff.
She's still gonna fill out.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I don't want her getting much bigger because I cannot go for him. Manel died too early because he was too big.
And just think, she sunk her teeth into Andrew Calora big time.
Jesus.
I've got to have her on a leash.
He got the brunt.
Jesus.
He wasn't scared. He wasn't complaining about it.
Because he didn't even realize what hit him happened so fast.
See, Hamberg, Calora took that
Yeah, in the
dog
garage.
bite. Yeah, he got a hard on.
That's why I was afraid after hearing that.
At the other house.
But she's a lovely dog. And is it a she or he?
She.
She.
Yeah,
She's a lovely dog.
She wants to eat it.
Just like my point. You see a hot girl, it's a she. You know, same thing with a tranny.
Now you find out it's got a dick, and then you got problems.
You got, hey, I got a girl with a dick. This is different.
You think that?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, especially if you get tricked, then they deserve a fucking beating.
What do you mean tricked?
They deserve to get beaten like a fucking man.
If I see a hot girl and she's got a pussy, that's a dirty trick on me.
I feel sorry for you.
Like I said, Brad.
We had to go
Listen,
to the, we
Hamberg,
spoke too
you
soon
can
about
only
not
use
talking about it.
one hole at a time, right?
Yeah.
So you got that one. You got to play with a dick. You got some tits. You got a pretty face. That's the ultimate sexual experience for a red-blooded American man. Because the women over here suck. That's why.
What's a red-blooded? What's a red-blooded American? Are you Indian?
No, they're not Americans.
But red-blooded.
You know why? They were here and they got their ass kicked off it and pent up in a reservation because they're
Jesus.
cowards. They're lucky I wasn't in charge.
Hey, now they can have casinos and all that shit.
Yeah.
And not have to pay any
Yeah,
taxes.
imagine that. The losers make a casino and not have taxes. The losers.
Speaking of which, we have a new sponsor to the podcast, the Serving Ace, our official United States sponsor, the biggest online sports betting business. So now you can bet sports, If you like to bet on horse racing, tennis, football, NBA, all that shit, then give these guys a shot. They provide biggest profits to sports bettors in the industry, and nobody comes close. They recently turned a new customer of theirs $25,000 profit from a small $50 bet, which you guys can all see on the Instagram post that I'll post tomorrow. The Ace package includes all of their sports tips, services, tennis, racing, football, soccer, whatever, which is usually £80 per month, but with the coupon code Delray, you receive 50% off your first month. And if you're not happy for whatever reason, you can simply cancel at any time. So, that's it. The Serving Ace. Go check them out.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, New World Nutrition. Got another round of liver cleaners. Takes a stink out of my body when I sweat in the summertime. It really does. It's keeping me alive. Thanks again, New World Nutrition.
I'm going to thank
finest
Stash Co.
non-cookie cutter
for
protein.
keeping my beard nice and kept or oily.
For keeping you a cookie cutter,
That's
Brad.
right. So all you cookie cutters with beards, go to Stash Co.
Any knee sleeve companies you want to thank?
No. What did I get? Stoic knee sleeves. They're good. SBD.
Hamberg, have any sponsors?
I just got Versa grips, too.
I saw those. Where'd you get them?
Just do
Amazon.
snooze. Just do snooze.
Snooze.
Just
Budweiser.
Yeah.
Hannah, anybody you'd like to thank?
Huh?
Anybody we'd like to thank or show some gratitude?
Thank you, Father, for the trip.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awfully nice. You're such a nice, polite young lady. You're a very rare commodity in this state, in this country.
Maybe
I
she
think
can
she's just nervous,
open a
Leonard.
dentist facility here in
She would
Delray.
do quite well.
Yeah.
She's got a great personality. She
Yeah.
keeps you at ease.
Yeah.
If I went in and she had a drill, I wouldn't be so nervous.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, with these teeth, it'll never happen.
Yeah, you have to floss.
I don't go to the dentist.
You do if Hannah open up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give you
So you are a dentist?
no.
Dentist assistant.
Okay.
Like a hygienist.
Are you going to school for it?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
about 1.5 years.
Do a lot of people have like a stinky mouth?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's hard. You got to put a mask on. Yeah.
yeah.
What's the number one reason for a stinky breath?
Eating stinky food.
From the
Is it a gum disease?
Yeah.
What I do is I have a tongue scraper. I scrape my tongue off.
That's good.
But I heard a lot of people comes from the digestive system sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
from the hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I had some people, who I won't mention any names, with the most god-awful breath. Matter of fact, this is a good Andrew Calora story. He worked with me in the hospital years ago. And we were washing our hands. And there was one of you-know-whats on the stall taking a number 2. And his name was Warren. And we wash our hands, and Andrew says out loud, "Hey, Warren, you're the only guy whose shit smells better than his breath." And he was right.
That's like Jason.
I mean, don't people notice that? Wouldn't you tell somebody? I mean, god awful breath. Like if you were this close, it would knock you out. I don't get it. But you have to deal with that quite. Oh man,
Yeah.
that's horrible.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. So what do you think about the Vegas trip?
You guys need to hurry up. Tell them I'm going to Europe if you guys don't want to go there.
I think we can all get it off, right?
I'll check next week. I'm pretty sure.
What we got to do is get a new shirt design, and we'll use all the proceeds from that to fund the trip. Delray Misfits Gear.com.
Dale and Andrew, if you're able,
We'll do a Misfit Maniac
reach
shirt.
out and we'll see if we can get you guys coming too.
Who's that?
Dale and Andrew.
Well, Dale said he might go with Cornelius if we go. Because Cornelius is already going.
Are you going to Olympia?
Yeah.
September 14th and 15th. But we'd go like Thursday to Sunday, take the red eye back Sunday night.
I come with you guys. If I can, if you allow me, I come to
Absolutely.
Las Vegas. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
On one condition,
Yeah.
if you take me to Dixie Highway Saturday night at 2 in.the morning
Dixie
There's no
Highway.
Dixie
Let's take a
Highway
video.
there. Don't worry. We'll
in Florida this Saturday. I'll show you, see what's up
do you
there.
want to do that or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see what you guys come
Yeah.
up with, man.
And
Just to see what goes on up there, what I'm talking about. We don't have to do that. We can just take a cruise around.
yeah.
Maybe go out somewhere to a club in West Palm Saturday night and go up around 2 or 3 and see what the freaks come out.
Yeah,
I
Brad
would
can
just get
drive
back from
us.
the airport about that time. I gotta bring you to the airport too.
Yeah, just to
He
check
doesn't
it out.
have. He
Maybe
doesn't have a car, you asshole.
Brad drive us.
I'm not driving. No, I'm not.
Filming.
No,
traveling.
just, I can narrate with the spots that I used to go.
All the
I'll show them the
listeners.
spot I had a gun pointed in my neck.
So this is what you want to do Saturday night? Go tranny hunting with Hamberg.
Yeah. That would be fun.
With the closing of Backpage, I haven't been up there in
Hold on, you
years.
want to be with a tranny?
No, but I can tranny hunting.
He wants to
and
watch.
laughing.
He wants to watch.
I want to
Leonard
show you
do it.
the old stomping
That's how it
grounds
starts.
where
Exactly.
I would drive thousands of
I'm
times.
just
The
gonna
whole
drive
time
him.
he's going to be convincing you into being with trannies.
Exactly.
You're gonna be drunk and you're going to do it.
Yep.
You'll probably get a
Never.
couple caps of G.
Exactly.
You're going to do
The
it.
G.
Try this.
The G will
Try
get him.
this. And next thing you know, you'll be sucking a guy's dick.
A
Never.
girl's dick.
A girl's
Never.
dick. Yep. He's going to convince you into it because you idolize Lenny.
We had to go down this fucking road again. Good night.
A girl's dick.
Good night.
And you know how sweet those things are until you try a girl's dick.
All right, tell your people who to vote for to get this shit changed around.
I'm serious.
I can tell the people in Sweden what to vote for. Vote from your heart and
Give our country back.
yeah, vote from your heart. And if you like Sweden as it is, vote for the party you think is doing the best. And I have nothing against people who we want to help, but think 2 or 3 times before voting. Thank you.
Oh, it's just like here. People need to be educated before they go vote. Everybody, votes at what the famous people say to vote for. Or very easily influenced by that bullshit. Instead of like doing your research about shit.
I got 2 things to say and I'm done. Dale Chance will be at the Olympia. Yeehaw! And number 2, good night, Christina. I love you. And whatever your will is, I'll follow through with it. And thank you, Adam.
Run as far as you can, Christina. Good night.